Container movement of the day. Need to check in with dispatch before we get going there. Leaving Madsen with the Pearl Harbor. So yeah, 10th movement of the day. We started at 4:30 this morning. Everything's gone pretty smooth. In fact, probably the biggest problem we've had today was with this container. We hooked up to it when we pre-tripped it. The safety check expired, and it had a missing mud flat. Normally, I wouldn't worry about a missing mud flat, but the safety check that has to be addressed. So I took it to the mechanic shop. They fixed it up. It took about 20 minutes, 15 minutes maybe. Now we've made our way out of the shipping terminal. I don't think the DOT scale is open today. They're there, but they haven't picked up the cones. Even with that, we don't have to worry about that too much because this load is so it's inflatable boats that the police use, kind of big inflatable boats, and it only weighs 15,000 pounds shipping weight, so weight's not a problem. Taking it down to Pearl Harbor to Ford Island. I know where the warehouse is at that they work out of, so been there a few times. Pretty easy 7-mile run. Built here on the right, should be finishing up somewhere around the end of next year. At least that was the original schedule. It's a federal job, so there might be another 3 or 4 years before it's done. We all know how that works. At 5 o'clock this morning, there were 9 of us over at what used to be the old Sears distribution warehouse. We all had loads of appliances to be delivered first thing in the morning. either the trucks or the pay or the benefits. And being one of the senior drivers with 22 years of experience in the company, they were asking me what am I going to do when I retire, because I plan to retire next year. And I wish I had an answer to that question, because I don't know if I'm going to like retirement. I enjoy working. So my plan is to buy a fixer-upper home somewhere, preferably here on the island. Spend my time fixing it up, along with the 2 homes that I already have. That's the plan, but what's the old saying? If you ever get to have a conversation with God and you tell him your plans, he'll probably laugh at you. But still, it's good to have something to wake up to every morning. Plan of action. So yeah, yesterday I was off. I went and got my annual physical. I even asked my doctor what she was going to do when she retires. She plays music, so she likes to play music. She said she'd like to get more involved with community projects. And that got me thinking what kind of community projects I would enjoy. Having been a garbage man, I enjoy cleaning things up, making things nice. I enjoy moving things. That's why I enjoy my job. The challenge of, my job is so simple. All I do is pick up containers, move them, and drop them off. How simple is that? But you hook up to the container, you do a quick pre-trip, and there's no safety check. It's a big ticket. So now you got to get that fixed. There's a missing mud flap, so now you got to get that fixed. And so there's always going to be these little challenges to moving things that I enjoy solving. So from here to Pearl Harbor, 7-mile drive, we got to go in through the Halaba Gate. The Halaba Gate is where the security is set up to accept commercial traffic. And because we're going to Ford Island and not actually Pearl Harbor, when we get into the Halaba Gate, we have to get a pass from them to head over to Ford Island. That's a procedure. Ford Island is a little island that sits in the middle of Pearl Harbor. There's a floating bridge that goes to it. During World War II, it was an amphibious airport. Seaplanes land in Pearl Harbor that use there's a runway there, but they also use the Pearl Harbor area as a water runway. I think that was its primary purpose for World War II, was to be an amphibious base. Today it's where the Navy SEALs do a lot of training, skydiving type stuff. Digging that dirt. That's I don't know where it's coming from. I think it's from the new shipping terminal. I think that's where all that sand and muck is coming from. But it just sits here and digs through it all day long. I'm not sure what exactly that does. drove by this train station earlier today that they're putting on the final touches, it seems. The landscaping's going in, they're seeding the dirt around the station, putting in grass. Almost finished. I've noticed the train's been going up and down the track, so it shouldn't be much longer before the second phase of the railroad is complete. The third phase will be the hardest. That's going through the city. Is the Halava Gate. This is where we'll make our way onto the Pearl Harbor base. Go through the security check. You never know what you're in for, but basically they're going to check my credentials, check my work order. Sometimes there's a dog there sniffing the truck. Sometimes they'll actually shut everything down and open the hood and open all the compartments and do a quick visual inspection. A lot of that's pretty rare. Usually they just want to check my credentials, whether or not I have a valid pass to get on base. And while I'm there, I'll let them know I'm going to Fort Allen, and they'll fill out a piece of paperwork that'll get me on to Fort Allen and get past security. It lets the security know that I've gone through the security check here at the Halava Gate. When we get on to Fort Allen. So this is the floating bridge to Fort Allen. Off to the left there you can see the white structure, the Arizona Memorial. That's our most visited point of interest here in Hawaii. Right behind it is the Mighty Mo, the battleship Missouri, where the signing of the treaty to end World War II with Japan was done right on the decks of that ship. And then we had the big tennis ball, they call it, or the big golf ball, which is a big radar station, mobile radar station, which goes up into the northern Atlantic during the summer months, I think. But I'm not real sure about that. That's probably top secret, who knows? I do know that the tower that it connects to, I helped to transport a lot of that scaffolding that creates elevators and staircase next to it. That was a big job. have all kinds of tours of the Missouri here on Ford Island, and then they also have an aerospace museum here on Ford Island. It's open to the public. You can't drive here. You have to park at Arizona Memorial parking lot, and then you take a bus over. You can easily spend a whole day here at Pearl Harbor going to all the museums and the ships and stuff. Right here in the middle of Ford Island, you can see the old runway. No longer used. And way down at the other end of the island here is where they have the boat, the ramps into the ocean for the seaplanes. No longer used either. But this big grass field is where the Navy SEALs would do their parachuting exercises. At least they used to. This is way back when I was a tour bus driver. We would sit in the parking lot at Arizona Memorial. We'd watch these guys train all day long, jumping out of helicopters, planes, landing in the field here at Ford Island. Something to do while you're waiting for the tourists to get back from their tours. Exactly what's in there, but you can see some of the smaller boats straight ahead of us. That's basically what's inside, parts for the police boats. Depending what's in there will determine where they want to face the back of the trailer, so we'll have to find out from them what kind of orientation they want. It's been a while since I've been here. It hasn't changed much except for this this white building wasn't there before. It wasn't fenced off like it is now. Yeah, that's basically the 10th movement of the day from Sand Island to Ford Island. That's it. We can shut it down. Just gonna turn everything off. There we go. Nice day. We came in at 4:30. We'll be out of here by 3:45. Almost a 12-hour day. We did 12 movements. We drove 120 miles. Back tomorrow. Headed home. We're gonna make some dinner. I got a choice between roasted vegetables with marinated tofu or pizza. Both sound good to me. But pizza is very fast and very easy, so I think I'm going to take the easy route. Pizza and rice. Anybody eat rice with their pizza? Here in Hawaii, that's pretty common. I don't know about it everywhere else. But that is it for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Aloha.
The thing is bouncing in the middle of the bridge.
Oh, big truck.
Oh God, a garbage truck. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, what a off this bridge. I don't like bridges as it is.
Oh.